Hi, my name is Maegan. I'm an intern at the Edwards Aquifer Authority, and today I'll be doing a recharge zone activity. Supplies you'll need for this activity are 3 water bottles, sand, gravel, clay, coffee filters, some rubber bands, scissors, and some water. So first, what is an aquifer? An aquifer is an underground area that holds enough water to supply us with water. The Edwards Aquifer is a karst aquifer, meaning it has porous honeycombed formations of limestone that water travels through. But some of the largest aquifers in Texas, such as the Gulf Coast Aquifer, are made of sand and gravel. The Edwards Aquifer contains 3 primary zones: the drainage zone, the recharge zone, and the artesian zone. The first zone, the drainage zone, also known as the contributing zone, catches rainwater and channels that water to creeks, streams, and rivers. The recharge zone is an area where water enters the aquifer. Here, the limestone is exposed at the surface, which is very porous, meaning it has tiny spaces and holes. The limestone is also very permeable, which allows large amounts of water to flow in and fill the Edwards Aquifer, or recharge the aquifer. Today we'll be comparing how fast water travels through 3 different mediums: sand, gravel, and clay. This way, we'll determine which ground mediums have high porosity and permeability, which would allow rainwater to travel quickly through the ground to an aquifer. Firstly, you'll take your water bottle, remove the cap, and cut about 1/3 of it off, like this. Then we'll take a coffee filter and wrap it around the mouth of the water bottle with a rubber band, like this. Then we'll put this top part into the bottom part, wrap the coffee filter down like this so that it looks like this. I tied down the coffee filter, that way it's easier to see once we put the sand, gravel, and clay in here. You want to pour equal amounts of sand, gravel, and clay in each water bottle. I had to add a little bit more clay to this one, and that's why it's green. Now we're going to pour water into each of these water bottles. I used food coloring to dye this blue, that way it's easier to see. As you can see, the water traveled very quickly through the gravel, somewhat quickly through the sand, and really none at all through the clay. So what does this mean? Gravel leaves many open spaces, meaning it's porous, which allows for high permeability, allowing the water to travel quickly through the gravel. Sand has less visible spaces than gravel, meaning it's not as porous or as permeable, which is why the water traveled slower through the sand compared to the gravel. Finally, very little water has passed through the clay. This is because though clay can have high porosity, it can still be a poor transmitter of water because the pores aren't connected to exhibit permeability. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on social media and share your experience with this activity.